Hi, I'm Christy Lynch with Iowa State Volleyball. I'm going to show you some examples of what we do in our setter training today. Our theme today is going to be high and early hands and getting our feet to the ball. One of the first drills we start with, especially in early season, is our seated sets. I'm going to toss to our setter and she's going to be on the ground setting back to me. I like to do this early on so that we just focus on hands. We're not really too worried about feet yet or body position, just a lot of hand work. A couple things we're looking for. We want our hands to be in the shape of the ball, so we're going to check that before we get going. We want our hands to be up high and early. I also want our setter to fire that ball back to me as fast as she can. Our setters train to get the ball out as quickly as they can, and I think seated sets really help them train that. Is just a rapid fire tossing drill. I'm going to toss 10 balls rapid fire to our setter. I'm going to move her around the court a little bit. We're trying to get our setter to get to the ball as quickly as she possibly can. We call it beating the ball to the spot. We want her hands up high and early, and we want her to be squared up, her hips squared up to the outside antenna. Our goal is for her to look the same every time she arrives at the ball and every time she sets the ball. A couple things you want to watch for. Make sure your setter isn't timing the ball or slowing up as she gets there. We want to avoid spin setting if we can. So again, we want our setter to get there as quickly as possible and not time the set. We also want to make sure she is squared up early to the outside antenna. And we also want to watch our hips. If you're taking the ball in a neutral position, your hips are going to be directly under your shoulders. Younger setters or developing setters, they tend to put the hips forward in front of their shoulders. So try to get those hips just under the shoulders or slightly behind. As we do this drill, we want to make sure the hands always come back to the forehead. Developing setters have a tendency to adjust the hands to the ball. You want to make sure your feet make the adjustment. The hands always start in the same spot. One. Okay, next drill we're going to do is coach calls 4 or 5. 4 is our front set, 5 is our back set. As the ball comes up to the setter, the coach is going to call just as the ball gets to her forehead. The setter is going to try to be in the exact same position each time and then only make that adjustment after she hears the set. So we're working on taking the ball the same exact way every time and then just reacting at the last second to the call. 4, 5, 5. This next drill, the setter is going to read the blocker on the other side. So this is kind of continuing our theme of taking the ball in the same way every time. Our setter has to be in a good neutral position, take that ball in the exact same spot. Just as the ball comes to her, the blocker on the other side is going to cheat one way or the other. Our setter has to be in a good neutral position so she can react and set the opposite direction. Our last drill, we're going to actually flip it, so the blocker is going to try to read the setter now. So our setter is going to try to look the same every single time, and the blocker is going to try to read her set. So if our blocker feels like he can tell that she's setting a 4 ball, he's going to cheat that way. Same thing for back set. Our goal for our setter is to be so deceptive and look the same every single time so that blocker cannot read which direction she's setting the ball. Alright, so that drill I feel like is good for just the setter to, again, be very neutral. If the blocker reads her set every time, we know we're in trouble. We want to be able to be pretty deceptive and fool that block a little bit. We're not asking her to lean back or lean forward or do anything tricky. We just want to be in a neutral position, and I think that is the most deceptive way to set the ball.